So hey Celeste, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Dave, and yourself?
I'm doing great. Tell me, what is your creative pursuit? What is it that you do?
I write.
You're a writer.
I write. I'm a writer.
Yeah.
I'm a technical writer for a lot of companies around the area. Right now I have contracts with Apple and Oracle and do all sorts of writing for them.
Yeah.
Everything from user manuals to white papers and all of that good stuff. But in my spare time I write. And one of the other things that I do is I write children's books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I've written 6 children's books, 2 puzzle books, and I'm working on a series, a California series, so they're mysteries.
Cool.
I got into children's book writing when I went to visit a friend in Michigan. Micah was about 8 at the time. It was just an amazing place, and we had such a good time. And Micah was at the point where he was he was reading everything, and so he's like, you know, I need something to read. I need something to read. Well, my friend actually owns a bookstore up there, and so she was giving him all sorts of things to read. And I said, you know what, I need to write a book about this. I write stories a lot for him, and I would tell him stories and all that sort of stuff. And he liked mysteries, so I decided I'd make it into a mystery because we could work in the Northern Lights and the lighthouse and all the cool things that were up there. And so he says it has to be at least 100 pages because that's what my teacher said.
Oh, your real book.
And it had to have some pictures. So one book turned into a series, and then so that was my Michigan series. And then I went, we always spend a week in North Carolina at the beach. So I did a series for North Carolina, and they're all about lighthouses, and they're all about 2 kids whose parents are writing a book about lighthouses, so they have to go visit lighthouses. So that's their summer vacation. And I get to do author visits in schools. And it's just the best. I just finished a whole series this spring. Went to North Carolina and to Flint, Michigan. Because that was, I was really feeling I was telling somebody, it's like I just want to take casseroles to all those folks in Flint. It's just a mess. And so then one night it just kind of occurred to me, it's like, wait, Flint's in Michigan. I have books about Michigan. I could go and do free author visits. And I ended up giving all the 3rd graders that I visited a copy of my first book. So they were so excited. It was the best. And
so when you were younger, did like a kid growing up, were you always like a reader writer kind of person?
Oh yeah. In fact, when I do a presentation to the kids, I show them my very first book, and it's called If You Can Count to 10, and it's got stick figures but my mom had kept it, and so I have that as it's like, see, here's my first book.
How do you think about kind of the creative pursuit like this one that you have, in terms of maybe a gift from God or a spiritual life? Is there a relationship there?
My view of God is and how He appears to me in my work. It's not that siloed. It's more. It's like one day I woke up and said, you know, I need to go to Flint, Michigan. And I have to believe that didn't come from my poor little head. It came from somewhere else, and it keeps, you know, it was like, I'm like, Flint? What? I mean, I'd had Flint on my mind and everything, but to go there, I don't know anybody in Flint.
That was a big step.
That was a big step, and I went by myself. But it just kept coming back that really was something I needed to do. And I love that I was able to do it, and people made it possible with their donations and everything for me to give these kids these books. I don't know if that made a difference to those kids, but it did in the moment. And you know, to have a kid sit there and go, is this mine? Can I keep it? Can I put my name in it? You know, intellectually it's interesting to see the way God's been working, and I appreciate that. I'm Celeste Tillson, and this is my creative story.